There are fresh indications that governors of the All Progressives Congress are not lying low in their quest to oust the embattled national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Comrade Adams Oshiomole, from office. Governors' mandates can report. The governors who had a meeting yesterday night prior to the general meeting of the Nigerian Governors Forum vowed to resume their plan to remove Oshiomole from office. The new agitation is being led by two northern governors and three former governors who have had a roughshod with Mr. Oshiomole in the past. A source close to one of the northern governors revealed that many of the governors are said to have warned that keeping the embattled chairman in office is dangerous because going by his antecedent, he may lay low for now, but he will surely come back to strike his perceived enemies. Keeping Oshomole is like keeping a rattlesnake under the bed with the belief that it has been tamed. A snake knows nothing else but bite. A governor was said to have warned some of his colleagues who appear to be sitting on the fence over the matter. It is not over until it is over. Somebody was talking the other day that Oshomole was begging for forgiveness. But at the end of the day, we found out that the reason why Oshomole was talking in that humble manner was that conditions were given to him according to the report we heard. Because Oshomole in his usual way wouldn't even do that. And somebody was like, yeah, he doesn't trust Oshomole. But I was just like, we know some people that people always talk about that they don't have that forgiving spirit. But I don't know, as a person, I don't know whether Oshomole has that kind of character. But the only thing that I know a lot of people know about Oshomole is that he talks too much. He's outspoken. Even in the midst of his talking, he does not really try to bridle his tongue or to filter some of the things he says. And that was why Oyegun, the former APC chairman, said Oshomole talks before he thinks. Normally it should have been the other way around, but he talks before he thinks. Those are the things that people always talk about him. And one of the APC chieftains even said this, that Oshomole always he talks too much. That the problem Oshomole has is that he talks too much, which is a fact that everybody knows. But with the way everything has been going, back and forth, Oshomole today, his supporters will come and start shouting, yes, Oshomole is this and this and that. Oh, if it's swings the other way, not in his favor, they will still come and they will see pipe low. So it has just been like that. But one thing is pertinent, it's just like they're just trying to patch this whole thing. They know that they are just trying to patch everything. If Oshomole still remains there, some are coming out to say, oh yes, some of the governors, they pass a vote of confidence on Oshomole. But one thing is that they know the problem that has been there. Even one of the chieftain APC chieftains, one of them, Osita Okechukwu, we know all the things that he labored against Oshomole. That even when Asiwaju Bola Tinubu was talking about that, these people who were looking for a way to remove Oshomole, they were just anxious because of their personal ambition of a 2023, and he was asking questions. See, he was trying to pinpoint some of the things that Oshomole did, those things that that really happened, that everybody saw, everybody knew about it. So could it be as a result of a 2023, because Ashiwaju was thinking, or that was his stand, that they were just doing all of that because they have their personal ambition in 2023, that majority of them never even worked for the good of the party, that they should rally around the president. So the man was like, see all these instances that Oshomole really did a lot of things. And to sum it up, he said the 14 billion, and we want Oshomole to even come and debunk that. Apart from that, that 14 billion naira of the campaign, whatever, during the election, that Oshomole should come and give accounts. I don't know whether he squandered it or whatever, but he say there's a lot of things on hanging on him as far as corruption is concerned. The issue of corruption in his state while he was a governor, that one they are sweeping it under the carpet. No matter how they try to push it, that case is somewhere, but they don't want, EFCC does not want to go in that line. They don't want to do investigation in that line. It's not as if he has immunity, but they are putting it under the carpet because they have not gotten order from above. That is why, because that is the reason, because we know a lot of people, they don't even need to wait. It's only when you are in government you have a immunity. It's a different ballgame entirely. But what is happening? At the end of the day, they will tell you they are fighting corruption. So They are just trying to shift the evil day ahead. Definitely it will still come. Let them be putting all of those things. The court has said this. Oh, they will come, they will try to do this and this and that. They will try to talk in his defense. They settle the whole matter. Within them, they know a lot of them are not happy. That is just the way it is. Some will still be pretending. And those who are coming out now are thinking that or feeling that they cannot pretend anymore. And that's why they are telling their colleagues that don't keep this guy. Whether they are keeping it for their own good or for their good or for their or to their own disadvantage, they know that majority of them are not even still happy. That is just the way it is. So they can continue to deceive themselves. Everything generally, whether PDP or APC, all of them. Who can you even say, oh, are even ready? The people that are ready to do the right thing, because it must start from the top. Who can you even pinpoint that it's really it's really serious, or the party that is even serious to take this country to where it ought to be? It's just unfortunate. They just get, money that's supposed to be shared. I'm just even trying to digress because everything I talk about on this platform is all about the masses. Because at the end of the day, irrespective of what is happening in their party, it has a very, very, a great impact, whether positive or negative. And most of the time, it's always negative. That negative impact on the masses. Like if the money that 100 people are supposed to share, what's supposed to go to the masses, general masses, I'm just giving an analogy. If what is supposed to be shared among 100 people, 2 people are sharing it due to corruption, what is supposed to be, they're supposed to use for the general masses, some individual, just 2 or 3, they will corner it. How do you want the country to progress? See our lawmakers, see the kind of lifestyle, see what they take home. They will tell you they want the recent model of car that they want to use for constituency, whatever, or what do they call it, oversight function. Then tell me the work they are doing compared to what they are receiving. Somebody was talking about, when they were talking about this stimulus, reform stimulus or emergency stimulus are going to be given to those countries, those developed countries that have shut down their countries on lockdown, just because for them to be able to tackle the disease that is, dealing with the whole world. How do you intend to do that? If you want people to stay back, you just have to make things available, because they've been doing it before now. It's not going to be too difficult for them, because corruption is not even the order of the day when it comes to taking care of the people. And somebody was like, oh, how can we be comparing Nigeria to US is a structured economy or a structured place, this and that. And I asked, is it a crime for us to be organized and be structured? And moreover, our politicians are richer than those people that you are talking about, because you feel that they are big. Yes, they are big, but the individually as leaders in those countries, their interests cannot override the interests of the masses. But what do we have here? Some people still be defending what is not. And I'm still coming back to the masses, defending what is not. Those politicians are not as rich as our own politicians, and yet these our politicians are presiding over people living in abject poverty. How do you justify that? How do you justify that? All of them, whether the governors, whether the APC chairman or PDP chairman, at the end of the day, what are they looking for? It is all about themselves, not because of anybody. That they can fight themselves to a standstill. If really the fight they are fighting is because of the masses, it would have been a different thing. Well, but we all know that they have no interest. They don't have your interest at heart. So let them continue with their shenanigans, because it is that shenanigans that is happening in their party that is being transferred to the masses, because they will never do things rightly. It's just unfortunate where we have really found ourselves. So the governors are still insisting that Oshiomole must leave no matter what, because he cannot be trusted. And someone says, "What's it concern me? As far as I know, Osho does not exist to me." That's what somebody is saying. Someone they will do nothing. Oshiomole must be, and at least till after the Edo election. Someone say the game is not over. It's on. Let's see how it will end. Someone say, I will continue to say it. If Oshiomole remains the national chairman of APC, his armor will definitely end up on the heads of his perceived enemies. Obaseki may be the first. Remember, Rivers, Zamfara, Bayelsa, all the name of imposition. Party remains supreme. Test your popularity with the masses. This is democracy. Someone say, are the governors, are they governors not traitors more than Oshiomole? They are all fighting for their selfish interests. Coronavirus go kill all of you. All of them now the same. Just like I say, they are not the same. Nobody is fighting for the masses. So now they fight for. They are just fighting for themselves. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning this new development. Concerning Oshiomole. It is not over until it is over. Let's hear your own opinion.